What's up, everybody? Matt Nuzzo hanging out here with Evan Netsch. We've got the Lift 3F versus the Lift 4. So we're going to talk to Evan. He's our super rep, awesome kiter, awesome pretty much at any water sport you do. E-foiling, he's out there towing his friends in the waves and having tons of party waves. It's a really good time. What's up, Evan? How you doing today?
Thanks for having me, Matt. Yep, lucky to live here in such a great spot.
Nice. Welcome to the Outer Banks. So Lift 3F, this is kind of the bread and butter of the Lift lineup, and then we've got the Lift 4 over here, which we'll get and talk to you about. So Lift 3F, this is their entry-level foil, right? This is their this is what everyone gets oftentimes as their first foil, right? Because it's a full glass setup, has aluminum mast. There's no kind of you can get a color option in a 4.9 or a 5.4, but there's not a lot of customization that you can do. It has the standard ESC computer box, and then the standard battery. You can get lightweight, which is going to have less range, or you're going to get the full range battery, which is going to be a little heavier, a little more expensive. So Lift 3F, Evan, what do you like? What are your key features you like about this board here?
Yeah, I mean, this is the same platform Lift's had for a long time. They've really done a good job of kind of reducing the price a little bit. So this board starts at $8,995 with the light battery. It's a great shape. It's the same outline as the existing Lift 3 or the Lift 4. You know, they just brought that price point down. Being fiberglass, it's a little bit of a cost to weight ratio thing. And then obviously the aluminum mast, super strong, but a little bit heavier as well. So this board doesn't have quite as many options, but I think if you're just getting into foiling, getting into e-foiling, and you're a little bit price conscious, this board is great quality, just gonna be slightly heavier than our full carbon option.
And what you'll find when going with Lift is that these guys are the originators of the e-foil. They've been doing this for a long time. They've got a ton of product in the market. So, and they've got an amazing service program. You can update via an app. Like, all this high quality experience has gone into this board. So you're getting a giant bang for your buck and an e-foil that's gonna last, and it's gonna be safe for you and your family. And if you wanna have the latest and greatest, you can go over here to the Lift 4, which then you can customize everything. You can customize the foils down to these new Camber Pros, which were designed for e-foiling mast length. You do get the full carbon mast and the full carbon board, which are gonna be quite a bit lighter weight. I think it's close to 10 pounds weight savings. You have an updated latch system. You've got an updated computer box, updated battery. And so that basically means faster charging and longer run times. Who doesn't want that?
Oh yeah, exactly. Quicker charge and slower discharge is always great. The new ESCs, huge improvement actually. Something kind of caught me by surprise. It is much quieter. Something you need to ride for sure to feel. And really, you know, this board just has all the options. Like Matt said, there's 4 different stock colors. There's 8 custom metallic colors. This is one of those that is $1,000 upcharge. And you can set the Lift 4 up however you want. There's 4 different sizes, 4.2, this is a 4.9, 5.4, and there's a 5.9. So tons of sizes to choose from. 32, 28-inch mast. You can do the LCS prop system if you want to be able to take the prop on and off quickly, switch between prop guard. And this is really your e-foil that just breaks out all the stops, all the options, and is really the highest quality e-foil out there on the market. Light battery again is an option to kind of keep that price at the $11,995 price point, or full range for the longest ride time. So if you really want to look at all the options and customize it, definitely look at the Lift 4. This is really the cream of the crop.
That's awesome, Evan. Well, we're gonna get out in the water, try these things out, try them back to back just so we can see. One of the cool things as well is that from the Lift 3 or Lift 4 all the way back to the Lift 1, all these are forward and backwards compatible. So if you have a Lift 3 or earlier, the only thing that's going to change is this battery cable, which is easy to get. They just changed that. So if you have a Lift 4 but a Lift 1, you're just going to have that different battery cable you're going to put on your Lift 1, so it'll work with the updated battery attachment. So let's get on the water, take some sessions, and see how these things ride. Okay, I'm all cooped up, got my helmet, got my life jacket. Evan's super cool, so he doesn't need to wear a helmet, but I'm making him wear a life jacket because it's North Carolina law. I'm going to start here on the Lift 3F. I really don't think the $3,000's worth it, but we're gonna find out on the water. Here's a quick sound difference. Let's see if we can pick it up.
All right, so this is the same as the existing Lift 3
and
the new fiberglass. Pretty quiet.
Yeah.
And here's the new Lift 4.
Ooh, buttery. It just sounds buttery. Wow. Wow, so impressive.
Yes, you feel it for sure.
All e-foils come complete with Evan Netsch to be your e-foil caddy. Just bringing these things around. I will not be doing this. This is what pros do. And away he goes. Flip my e-foil over and just gonna walk out to the foil garden here. And one of the cool things I noticed is a good safety feature they have. Your board flips too much, it basically tells you, right your board, because you're not going. Look, trigger, no prop. Nice safety feature. We're walking out to the foil garden here, starting to get a little deeper in my zone for going e-foiling. I'm gonna talk about the controller. This is one of the only controllers that floats. So if you lose it, it's gonna float. Also, they spend a ton of time on the trigger and making sure that, you know, you can power in and out of turns. Most triggers on these e-foils on other brands I've used, it's just kind of like on and off. So there is a trigger there, but this one is noticeably better as far as performance goes. You can also change really easy the governor, right? So when we're teaching people, we're down here at 1, where you can just have the thing pegged and it's barely getting on foil, all the way up here to like the death-defying, I think 12 or 14. Oh yeah, here we go. This is terrifying going this fast on an e-foil when you get up to these real high levels. I kind of like it in the middle. It gives you a good range on the trigger, goes plenty fast. You know, when you go over 15 miles an hour on a foil, it's absolutely terrifying. So let's go catch up with Evan and give this Lift 3F a rip. Powder day out here in the foil garden. Beautiful. I'm about half trigger here on 7. My kind of speed. Evan's sneaking up on me. Can't even freaking hear that thing. It's so quiet. It's crazy. This Lift 3F, definitely noisier. Man, it's so fun. E-foiling's a blast. So fun just cruising on these things. You hear that noise, you're normally going down. Let's catch up with Evan. So glassy.
It's crazy how much when it's like this quiet, this clear.
So clear.
This silent.
Thing is silent. Evan, tell me, why are these e-foils water cooled?
So every other brand out there that makes e-foils has an aluminum mast. And we obviously have an aluminum mast option, but they use the aluminum mast as a heat sink. So their motor controller is mounted directly on top of the mast. That mast takes the heat, the water cools it down. Ours actually has water circulate through it, and it's really just a lot more efficient. So if you leave your board out in the sun before you ride, that aluminum mast gets hot, or you're in really warm water, and you're putting a lot of power on it, it's gonna be hard for it to cool down and keep up with it. Where the water cooling just always makes sure that your board doesn't overheat, and you know, there's a reason why boats do it and everything else does it, and I think it's probably the same thing for the
That's a big concern. A lot of people are like, well, this one's the only one that's water cooled. There's got to be something wrong with it. No, it's just more expensive to make it water cooled, and it works more efficiently for a longer period of time. That's why they do it, even with their aluminum mast Lift 3F. So that is a big concern. People are like, this one's water cooled. Something's got to be wrong with it. It's not that it's old technology. It's just advanced technology. And
I think the important thing to know. I think the important thing to note is, like, you have to use an aluminum mast if you're not water cooling it. So the fact that we water cool it is why Lift is the only company that has the carbon mast, is because it's a harder process, but then you get that better performance mast with the water cooled board, which you can't do a carbon mast if it's not water cooled. So they were on it from the get-go with that one.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna jump off this thing and try out that Lift 4. It's time to go big time into the high end. Is it really worth it? Let's go. Okay, so this is the Lift 4. Got this custom metallic color, looks really sweet. This is a 4.9 with the Camber Pro. So the Camber Pro is gonna be faster and turnier. I'm not necessarily sure I want that because I like just cruising on that 5.4. But 4.9 is gonna be turnier, full carbon. It just feels a lot lighter just sitting on it. Like I noticed the decrease in weight already just from the full carbon. So let's kook out, give this thing a go, and see if I can get it going. Oh, 10, I'm rocking it down. Let's rock this down a little bit. Here we go, it's our shoot. I am such a kook on an e-foil, but man, these things are fun. I didn't think the quietness would really matter that much or be that much of a big deal, but it is so awesome how quiet this thing is. It's really remarkable. And the lightweight, it's just really nimble. I'm not turning much, but it just feels like the ride is just a lot more controlled. Look how beautiful this is out here. Just perfect. It feels like you're just ripping through powder and just on a, you know, pointing it downhill on powder. I'm only half trigger, half governor. Like, these things go so much faster than I want to go. I'm gonna win the Kook World Championships on this one for sure.
I was literally like pegged trying to keep up with you just then. I swear you're riding so much faster on that.
These things are, the quietness and the lightweight is incredible on this.
They're just easier to control at speeds. It's not like they necessarily go that much faster. You just have to, like, you're not on your toes as much to like handle that speed. You got more control at a higher speed.
Sorry, Evan, I can't hear you over here. E-foil, it's so damn loud. What'd you say? Is that a 2-stroke E-foil? What?
It's crazy. Like, I never thought, like, I've always thought the E-foils were so quiet, and then you get on one that's like truly silent, and right, you notice the difference.
It's so quiet, and the lightweight is really noticeable. I mean, it's super noticeable, the lightweight.
And you would think it's the motor, right? You would assume it's the motor.
Right.
These have the same motor.
Right.
All Lift 3 has the same motor. It's all in the new motor controller inside the board.
Super cool. All right, so a lot of people are trying to figure out what's the right size e-foil to get. So 5.4 is our recommended size for most people, for most places, particularly if it's your first e-foil. If you're really big or you want the easiest, you can go to the 5.9, but the 5.9's it's a tank. The thing is giant, and a lot of people kind of grow out of it, just like moving it around. It's just kind of heavy. 5.4 is the overall. This one's a 4.9. That's the 5.4. The 4.9 is just more nimble. It is a little harder to get going. You saw me kooking out, just getting started, but now that I'm riding, it's definitely like a really fun, sporty e-foil. I'd say like a 5.4 would be your first, and then a lot of people are getting a second one, so going to the 4.9 for your second e-foil would be great. I'm about 170 pounds. If I was buying one, I'd probably still buy the 5.4 just so my kids and friends and everyone else could ride it. E-foiling. Try and catch me if you can, Evan.
All right, race mode. No, this sounds dangerous.
I'm a casual e-foiler. Cruisy e-foiler.
We don't get a whole lot of days like this out here.
Saturday.
Perfect e-foiling in Hatteras is rare in May.
When the glass is off, you just take it and go powder skiing.
Woo. It's so glassy, it's always like hard to see the surface. All right, it starts getting shallow right here. Woo. Shooting the boat basin.
Oh, it was so awesome out there. Powder day in the Waterman's Foil Garden. Super fun time. Thank you so much for coming out, Evan. Appreciate it. And so the Lift 3F, that's the one I first started out on. Amazing board. It rides so well. With the Lift 3F, you have a true, tried, tested board. Like, that board is amazing. They did put on the aluminum mast to bring the price down a little bit. When you get over here to the Lift 4, full carbon rig, lots of customization. I really like these thinner Camber Pro front wings. You know, the weight difference is noticeable. It is a smaller size with a 4.9. If I was buying one of these, I definitely would go the Lift 4 because the longer range battery, the longer runtime, the quieter ride, and the lighter weight is worth it to me. I'd probably get the 5.4 just because that's going to work for a huge range of people. It'll be good for towing, a little easier to ride. Like, I just like these things for cruising and touring around, not necessarily for ripping turns like Evan's doing. But that being said, the Lift 3F is a great starter option, and it is $3K less. Like, that's a lot of money when you're buying one of these toys. But spending up and getting a Lift, you're getting a premium product. You've got a ton of service. They update via app. They've got a lot of history and a lot of e-foils on the water. So they know, and they've kind of run through all the problems, run through all the issues. And it's really great to have a tried and true tested product out there. If you want more reviews, want to find out which lift is going to be right for you, give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or reach out online, realwatersports.com. See you on the water for the next session.